New Year's Eve. It is day 6 of Christmas. And today, since it is the last day of the year, I'm going to go over a reflection of my year. I got out my handy dandy bujo that I was using at the beginning of last year so that I could see what resolutions I made and what I accomplished that I set out at the beginning of the year to do. So, without further ado, the first 2 of my regular resolutions were to quit smoking and quit caffeine. I did neither. 3 was implement a routine, and I did make one, and we did it a few times. That is something that will be revisited for this year. I was also supposed to purge and create space in the whole house, and I did some of that. At the beginning of the year, I showed you a lot of yarn and projects that needed those things. Some of that happened. There were some house stuff that did, but overall, I wouldn't call it a success for the whole year, though I did make some progress. Learn Spanish. Did a tiny bit of that with Duolingo. That is one that's going to move forward. The one after that is learn piano. I don't have space in my life for that, so that is definitely out. Maybe someday I would still like to do it, but it is not something that I did or something that I want to dedicate time to this year. Number 7. This one is rather comical. I was supposed to practice yoga 4 times per week. Considering the fact that my yoga teacher, who is also my friend, sent me an email a couple of months ago, the last time that I went to a yoga class, and said that it had taken me 18 months or 2 years to use my 5-class yoga pass, I'm gonna say that was a big no. If it was practice yoga 4 times in the year, I might have done it. Number 8 is about my creating goals, which I will go over next. Number 9 was make space for and observe Sabbath. We did do that at the beginning of the year, but it kind of fell apart come Lent. We had a lot of stuff coming up on Friday nights, which is the night that we chose to do that. That is something that I am looking at adding back into my life for the new year. Complete the capsule wardrobe. I did work on this for most of the year. I've been trying to pick out specific pieces that will fill holes that I need, but it is not complete. Read the Little House books to the kids. That evolved into, we never finished the first book, but it did evolve into, I have chosen a bunch of books that have different cultural and ethnic backgrounds as the main character, and we are going to spend this next year probably at some point also reading the Little House books, because that is something that I enjoyed as a kid, and but also observing the other cultures and heritages as well that we will read together. I also had learned brush lettering. I worked a little bit on that throughout the year. I'm still really bad at it. And work on genealogy. I don't think I did that at all. The very last one I was going to talk about was have only 1 kid in diapers. Now, this was code for don't have another baby in 2018. I accomplished that. That's like the only one that I can say that about. And I kind of sort of met it. Isaac is not in diapers anymore, but he is still constantly using pull-ups. So that one's iffy. Anyway, so creating goals. Let's see what I did there. Complete the knitting expat socks each month. I did 5.5 of them. I did complete the Cozy Up MCal on time. That was last January. So I started out with a bang. I was supposed to release my hat design. Didn't do that. Design at least one other thing. Didn't do that. Complete all the garments I currently have yarn for, which were the long line, the light rain, the azalea, Irish coffee, and puntia. The long line and the azalea I did finish, and the light rain, the Irish coffee are both on my Make 9 for 2019, and the puntia is on my Finish 9 because I did start it. Number 6, knocked this one out of the park. It was make at least 3 shawls that I love. And from my notes on Ravelry, which I have on my computer right here, I have the Mega Row and the Free Your Fade that I had already written down. Also, this Make Your Own Luck shawl that I'm wearing right now is one that I absolutely love. I would also say that my Fading Point is in there, as well as Drop 'em Like It's Hot. I made quite a few that I was really into. Number 7, make a hat for everyone in my family. Everyone but Violet got a hat this year. Some people more than one. Learn brioche. Did not do that. That is one that is going to carry over into 19. Finish or frog all current whips, which also kind of goes with number 11, which is destash anything I won't ever use. I did get rid of 144 skeins and 39 whips at the beginning of the year. So I would say that those are sort of done. Make lots of household stuff. I made 4 dishcloths. That was it. I was supposed to put all my kit yarn with their pattern. Well, that wouldn't be pretty, so no. Also, I had a scrappy granny rectangle blanket down. I never started that. I was intending that to use up like my worsted weight type scraps and stuff like that. I didn't start it. It is something that I still think that I want to do, but it's not going to be like a specific goal. And my last one, for some reason, I thought I should make a quilt for each of my kids. I don't know who I thought I was or where I was going to find all that time. So, I didn't do most of it. However, I did scour my Ravelry project page and all of my pictures from 2018 and everything that I could kind of remember besides that. And I found that my creating was knocked out of the park. I am very happy with this. I finished 52 projects in 2018. That is 1 a week. It does not include blanket squares or dishcloths. So 52 actual projects. I also made 4 dishcloths. That's what Ravelry is telling me in my 2018 fiber goals. And I made 16 of the pinwheel scrap blanket squares. And I did fix this morning and add in my Christmas Eve colorway. It isn't perfect. You can see that it's different right there, but I did, get it to where it doesn't have a hole, and I don't think that once it's in the blanket or even maybe blocked that you're gonna really notice that too much. But I did do that. So 16 and a half of those blanket squares. Those 52 projects included 12 hats, 16 pairs of socks, 6 sweaters, 2 of which were kids. Right? Just 2? Yeah. 8 shawls, 4 other tops. So like my Bello Casamento shrug and my summer tops that I finished went in there. 1 blanket and 5 other projects. So like a pair of mitts, and what else was on that? 2 knockers, the mom hair, like head wrap thing, and what was the other like strange thing? Oh, no, I think I threw those in with the socks. Oh, the Eastern Market tote. So I had a lot. And truthfully, that is one a week. And I know that you can probably do the math and figure out that 52 projects is one per week. But I just want to make sure because I'm really proud of that number. That is amazing. I don't know how I did that. I don't remember doing that much. But apparently I did. And so I'm very happy with that. Also this year, before this year, I had never been on any trips without either my cousin or my husband or my kids. Well, actually my husband or my husband and my kids. I've not been on a trip with myself and my kids. Anyways, I went on 3 of those this year. And so that was pretty amazing. I went to my first I went to my first ever yarn festival, period. That was in York in May. And then I went to a big yarn festival and went to VKL in November. And I went to Arizona with my friend Melissa in September. And back in March, I went to Kansas with my friend Ashley. All of those things involved yarn stores and knitting, and it was fantastic. They were very good for me, and I feel like a lot has changed and developed this year. At the beginning of the year, I hadn't even thought about dyeing yarn, and this shawl is completely dyed by me, and that is something that I'm looking forward to in the new year. I will include some stuff from our New Year's. We basically sit around and eat snacky food, stay up till midnight with our kids. Violet will not stay up. And so I'll throw some of that in there. And then tomorrow I will talk to you about some of my goals for 2018. I am doing it a little bit differently than I did last year. 19, whatever next year is, whatever tomorrow is. Thanks from the cheap seats. I think that was all I wanted to talk to you about right now, but I will be seeing you later on. I was going to try to take a little bit of a better video of my yarn cabinet now that it's put back together. However, it is really cloudy and it's dark in there again today, so I don't know that it would have came out any better. I felt like you couldn't really see stuff very well in that video that was just posted, but you can see my make 9 and my finish 9 and all of that in previous podcasts, the last few uploads. Tomorrow will be about goals. We're also going to a friend's house, so I'm going to throw some of that in there. And it'll be the new year. I think today I can't decide whether I should just knit or if I should work on my bujo for 2019 because I have not started it. I don't know. But no matter what I do, I'll let you know and I'll talk to you later. Hey, get back here. Don't leave when I turn on the camera.
Hey, don't take it to her.
Bye. Are those good appetizers, miss? We rented Smallfoot on Amazon, and these are my little movie buddies. Say hi. There you go. Hi.
Yeah.
Don't put it back in your face.
Yeah.
Silly girl. Yeah? Okay. And there's Isaac. And Isaiah is over there on the other side of the pile of knitting.
Hi, Betty.
Your dogging is getting so good. Oh, thank you. It is a little after 10.
Yeah.
He is
Mom.
still got plenty of energy. Violet just went down. Actually, she made it a lot longer than I expected because normally 8:30 she's obviously in need of going to bed, but she's been really good and we finished watching Smallfoot together as a family, and I wound up Would you stop? I wound up some yarns. And I'm just knitting away, and that's what I've been doing all day long. I did not do any kind of planning for tomorrow. Stop. You're goofy. But this one told me that he's little and he can fit on my lap, and so he needs to sit on my lap. So that's what we're doing. All right. Tell him bye. You say bye?
You say Happy New Year?
Happy New Year!
Okay. It is now 11:30, and one little guy did not quite make it. Despite all that energy he had just a little bit ago when I was talking to you. I was trying to whip out this other like half square that I had, and so I could be like, bam, there's another finished object for 2018. But I just finished the 7th pinwheel and decided I'm gonna call it quits on that, and I can finish it tomorrow. It'll be my first finished object of 2019 instead. Between talking to people on the phone, well, like messaging and stuff, and getting my podcast so that I can kind of like just upload it and don't have to do stuff after New Year. I haven't been knitting quite as fast as I thought that I could to be able to get it done, so I will show it to you when it's done, I suppose. And I guess I'll probably see you in about 30 minutes.
Kind of, yes.
So it tastes good with orange juice in it? Daddy, why didn't you buy those Oreos for that?
Happy New Year! For my New Year's resolution, I think, well, for my New Year's, my goal will be...
We're going to Japan area. Oh yeah, forgot.
It's still Monday, Lizzie.
I know.
Is it? Yeah, it is. Side cramps.
Tomorrow we're going to Japan area.
How did you make it look like that?
Oreos.
Huh?
How'd you make it look like that? It looks more like a cocktail now.
Mike, sit down up against something.
How did you get it? You want us to
Okay.
sit around you?
Yep.
Do you want me to
I'm sitting by
I want
turn on the TV?
to be by Daddy.
Sit on my lap.
It's a happy.
You just hand me that remote.
Oh, it's playing. Okay.
Oh yeah, it is playing. I forgot. I didn't
Oh,
see.
I didn't mean to turn it on. I was getting on my watch to turn it on.
Come over here, bud.
Oopsie. I don't know. It's been like that. Are you going to turn on the countdown?
Yeah, I'll turn on the TV.
It's not turn it on.
It's already on.
It's still like 5 minutes away, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
What?
So that's boring.
3
So
minutes.
find our countdown that we're going to do.
I would guess this gives us a countdown. It says
2 minutes
What
and 30
does?
seconds.
CNN.
Is it really that close?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, we can start over when.
Can someone cut the canine?
You don't count down until it's 10. 8, 7, 16, 15.
Hey, get in the camera, guys. 10, 9, 8,
7, 6, 5,
5,
4, 3, 2.
3,
This is fast.
1.
Happy New Year! Clinchers.
Dad didn't even.
Isaiah. There you are. Mm. Mwah. Mwah. Love you.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year. We're doing confetti and fireworks.
Do you like your grape juice?
It's all gone.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year from the super exciting New Year's Day party or New Year's Eve party at the Hill House. Woohoo!
I'm already done.
What a lush
To
you
pass
are, Isaiah.
It's already done.
I was already done too.
Mimosa for the win.
I'm gonna go get more.
See you in the new year.
Yeah. See you tomorrow. Well, I'll probably not see you in my mom's